Hi everyone, welcome to Dharma Earth's Dose of Dharma. This is your dose of Dharma for today. So the previous two talks we were talking about how to bring up humility in daily life. So today we will talk about how to bring up reverence, garavu, in daily life. So many people in the world, they always like to say, oh, you should respect me. You should respect me. I am so and so a person. I am so and so a person. You should respect me. No? But how can we understand reverence and respect in the point of view of Buddhism? Well, actually, to be able to be respected by others, if one has done respectable things, said respectable words, and give respectable speeches, and think and behave respectfully towards others, then it will greatly bring up the deserving power to be respected by others. And when we talk about this, we're talking about from the viewpoint of cause and effect, because many people want to be respected, but they are doing a lot of unrespectful things. Like, for example, if you're a teacher, then if you are doing unrespectful things, like, in the first place, you behave like a tyrant and do not respect your students, then of course they will not respect you. Isn't that so? Similarly for parents, if we are behaving respectfully, then, and we teach our kids about showing respect to others, then of course there is a higher possibility that they will reciprocate and that same behavior to us. Isn't that so? So in order to be respected, we have to cultivate ourselves in terms of body, speech and mind, to be respectful to others first and to behave in a respectful way to others. Then this will create the karma, that the wholesome karma that is supporting cause for others to show respect to us. And not only just behaving respectfully to others, actually a lot of wholesome and noble qualities that one may develop. For example, faith. Yesterday I was talking about faith. So if one has a faith in the Buddhist community, if one has faith in Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, and they have also, their faith is also based on their, not only just on like maybe inherited from their parents or their family, but also through their experience of Dhamma, then that faith itself sometimes may also, when the conditions are fulfilled, may also cause others to have respect in you. Why? Because you're a practicing Buddhist, and if one practices the 5 precepts and one has made a strong resolution in the mind to keep the 5 precepts for the whole life, then basically that means not lying for the whole life, Of course, whether you can do it or not, sometimes we may break the precepts unknowingly, or sometimes we didn't know what to do at that time, like that. But these are precepts, not commandments. So it's a training precepts. So if you break it, okay, it's broken already, no problem. Just understand why you break it, and then after that, take up the 5 precepts again, and we fight again. We try to cultivate again. But if you are a practicing Buddhist and people know that you will not lie, then that brings up your credibility. Isn't that so? Whether it's within your circle of friends, or whether it's within your circle of clients, customers, business partners, we will be a more credible person to others. And so when we have credibility, when we are doing things and we do not lie, then people will show respect to us for that honesty, for that truth, right? Yeah. But why do we keep the precepts in the first place? It's because of faith. Faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, faith in the practice, faith in good qualities. Right? So that is why faith can also, if we develop faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, and also in the practice, then indirectly, we can, directly or indirectly, we can also bring up, create the causes for people to be respectful to us. But if we do that just for others to show respect to us, then that's missing the whole point, We should cultivate sincerely, okay, the quality of faith itself. And whether people show respect to us or not, don't have too much attachment to the result. Okay, work on the causes and the results will come. If you do this with an alternate motive, with wanting people, with an attachment for people to show respect to you, then you may find that you may practice this for a long time, but people are still not respecting you. Why? It's because we are not sincere enough, and that the thing that you are doing, the faith that you are showing, it's not true faith actually. Isn't that so? It's just some kind of a business transaction faith. Or a quality transaction faith. Or a result transaction faith. Right? So that's missing the whole point. If you want to develop faith, then you develop faith and people will respect you because of their faith. That one is we cannot control. Okay? And it's like that. So, I noticed during my trips to Sri Lanka, in our Sri Lanka monastic community, I noticed that whenever my Sri Lankan senior Mahatheras, so very senior venerables, when they go out, they tend to have a lot of people like naturally feeling respect for them. So I did a contemplation on this, and then I discovered that actually it's because of what we do in our daily practice. So what do we do in the daily practice that makes people want to respect us? Well, the most basic thing is that we, in the Sri Lankan monastic community, we respect, at least in my community, okay, or the community that I associate with, we respect the seniors a lot. And before we eat our meals every day, so we pay respect to the foremost senior venerables in the Sangha, in the community. And whenever we go, like for example, when we are walking on the road, if our senior monk is walking behind us, we always try to, step aside and let our senior go first. Let them have the ease of walking the road without being blocked by others. So when we do those things, we develop a kind of mutual respect, or a kind of a strong respect for our fellow practitioners. So I find that when you do that and you cultivate that as a whole culture in a community, it's very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. So if you want to have this kind of respect, then first we learn how to respect others first, and we bring up respect in our daily life. And no matter whether you are facing your family members or your kids or your clients or your friends, relate to them with respect, and then make this part of your character. And when it is part of your character, it can be expected that people will respect you because of your behaviors, because of your speeches, because of your thinkings and your thoughts. Like that. So this is your dose of Dharma for today. I wish all of us to be able to practice Garavo, reverence and respect in our daily lives, be able to bring up this quality in our character, and I wish all of us to be well, peaceful and happy, and may the Triple Gem bless all of us to be able to attain path, fruition and Nibbana as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.